Hello, and welcome to the Rider University News. I'm Chris Horton with the campus's top news stories. Rider's annual tuition increase announcement comes 2 months earlier than last year. We have Holly Yarnell with more on that story.
Rider University's annual tuition increase has been unveiled. As students begin to finalize course schedules and room selection, the university announces that next year's dreaded increase will be 4.5%. Even though tuition prices are rising, next year's rate is lower than last year's 5.5% increase. Tuition will rise to $36,120. Standard room and board will increase slightly as well. Fortunately, the financial budget for next year will increase to 7.2% to accommodate students. The seemingly mild increase has students around campus talking about what it means for their education and finances. Although the tuition increase seems drastic to some students, some positive investments are to come. Some examples include the introduction of a sports administration co-major and a minor in Homeland Security next semester, air conditioning in Olson, and an indoor practice facility for baseball and softball. As a result of the upcoming tuition increase, you will experience an expanding learning community.
With weeks of heavy campaigning behind the candidates, Rider University announced yesterday at the SRC the results of the 2014-2015 Student Government Association Executive Board election. Here is Stefan Hueneke with more on that story.
This election proved to be important as students from across campus came out to make sure that their voices were heard.
The new executive board for the 2014 school year consists of Ali Corey as SGA President, Ryan Hopley as SGA Vice President, Andrew Domino as SGA Secretary, and Nicholas Rapisarda as SGA Treasurer. University policy and organization transparency were major campaign topics for all candidates. Each candidate is actively pursuing ways to ease the burdens of tuition increases, budget cuts, and is looking to promote student involvement around the community and on campus. Treasurer Nicholas Rapisarda states, "The most important thing right now is for SGA to remain transparent with all the student body in all that we are planning to and will do, as we want to help all students make the most of their time in college." This year, the student body was more engaged than ever, with election data showing that 1/3 of all students, both residents and commuters alike, submitting either online or in-person ballots. Secretary Andrew Domino,
"We want them to enjoy college and stay here for the weekends and to find their niche at Rider, because Rider has so many opportunities for students, but they just need to be able to find them. And with finding them, they need to be advertised much better."
Students across campus are hoping that their voices will be heard by the next executive board. Sophomore Sean Bartoli,
I feel they're very competent leaders, and they will bring change to to SGA as a whole, and really move SGA in the right direction.
The board has already met this semester to discuss their course of action for the upcoming year, but states that no real plans can be laid out until Rider releases their budget in the middle of the summer. I'm Stefan Hueneke. Back to you, Chris.
Go green or go home may be the new phrase around Rider University. Here's Taj Bewely to explain.
Thanks, Chris. Right now I'm standing in front of the new Rider University Alternative Energy Station, where right inside that building, workers are tirelessly putting this thing together in hopes of having it ready for summer. You're looking at the home of Rider's Tri-Gen energy plant. The system is expected to be up and running sometime during the summer of 2014. The Tri-Gen plant harnesses natural gas in order to generate electricity as well as steam and chill water. I spoke with one of the eco reps and they were quoted as saying, "The heating and cooling will only be to the 4 main academic buildings, Swaggart, Fine Arts, Science, and Memorial. It uses natural gas to fuel, and the system will save Rider $500,000 on its annual utility budget. A lot of the energy will be coming from that which is usually wasted in order to regulate the temperature of water within campus buildings. In the long haul, Rider will be cutting its costs on electricity since the university will require less energy from the grid."
This generator is natural gas, and it's going to put out nominal voltage of 5,000 volts, which is really 4160, and it's going to feed into the power grid of the campus here and actually power the campus.
Although the plant will emit some greenhouse gas, the amount is far less than if Rider were to choose to obtain the energy from an off-campus resource. After the completion of the Tri-Gen plant, Rider will continue on to its next green project. For more information, just contact one of your local eco reps or just take a trip down to Rider University Facilities Management. Ad from Melissa Greenberg. For the Rider News, I'm Taj Bewely. Back to you, Chris.
Earth Day is here. Reporter Gabriella Flamini is covering the event live in the campus mall. Let's see what she's up to.
Thanks, Chris. Today, Rider University held its annual Earth Day celebration. This fun-filled yet educational day took place during open periods so a large number of riders, students, and faculty could take part. Attendees gathered in the campus mall to participate in a variety of games, including a relay race, a self-powered amusement ride, and a green wheel to test your green knowledge and win a prize. The Office of Sustainability and Eco Reps have coordinated this event in hopes that students will walk away not only with a smile on their face, but also with newfound knowledge of riders' efforts to reduce its carbon footprint.
A carbon footprint is how much carbon per tons you use per year. So in America, the average citizen uses about 25 tons of carbon per year, while the world average is about like 5 to 8.
The Earth Day celebration also featured information tables for students to explore topics such as Riders Community Garden and beehives. In addition, students have the opportunity to visit the other tables provided by various other organizations. Going green is an important priority for Rider students as they take the initiative to be eco-friendly. Now back to Chris Horton with more news.
Thanks, Gabriella. Now I'm here in the Career Corner, where summer jobs and internships are quickly becoming a priority as the spring semester is beginning to wrap up. Students who wish to continue their education outside of the classroom or find a suitable occupation while away from school can obtain these precious spots through the work of Career Services down at the BLC. I actually got a chance to head down to the Career Services office and see what they're doing for Rider students this summer. Let's check it out.
Here I am at the Bart Ludicky Center, where it's a little rainy on the outside, but our future and success in this building couldn't be brighter. After just a short walk to the Career Services Center on the second floor, I found myself in a place all students looking for summer employment should be. Career Services not only offers job help to those on campus throughout the year, but helps students get job opportunities off campus and in the summer as well. I actually got a chance to interview the director of Career Services, Kevin Fallon, and ask him some tips students can use to secure that internship or job. He says that one of the most important things a student should do early and as often as possible is resume development and building up your LinkedIn profile. The future of recruiting is all about LinkedIn, and I encourage students to get on LinkedIn as soon as possible. For those very busy students who do not have the time to come see the office or Mr. Fallon, an online portal for Rider Career Services is available and open to use throughout the summer.
That just goes to show you that help and assistance for our future after Rider University is literally just a few steps away. Well, that's all we have for you here on the Rider News. I was your host, Chris Horton, and for all of our Rider reporters, have a great night.